We believe that God's desire is that teenagers will not just survive their high school experience, but be courageous and act. Something new is awakening. In the future, when people look back upon this period of time, they'll know something's different about this place. Someone came through here. Someone cared. And they will discover that there was a movement of teenagers whose love for God was greater than their love for life. And these teens, they weren't offended or condemning when they saw things that weren't right. They didn't run away. They didn't criticize their peers. Instead, they rised up and embraced a greater destiny. They were provoked to engage, to get involved when things were broken. They helped solve the problems. They renewed people. They were creators, restoring things to how God designed them to be. And they were dreamers. They used their gifts and abilities, and they cared for the common good of all people. They were Christians. And they were deeply grounded in the Bible and community, and they gave God the credit. And they expected and anticipated that God Himself, who was living inside of them, would do great wonders when they became the people He created them to be. And they turned from living from themselves and surrendered their lives to the leading of God's Spirit moment by moment. And people will say about these teens, in a time when no one else cared, they did. And it wasn't about their numbers, it was about their impact. Their community, their schools could not help but notice them. People could not help but be drawn to Jesus living in them. They could not be labeled a group because they were a part of something greater. The Movi movement is a journey to awaken in teens the leading of God's Spirit in their lives. And we are left to wonder what happens to a culture when a generation comes alive.